The University of Texas Health Professions Office proudly presents How to Find Shadowing Opportunities. This Powtoon will cover the importance of shadowing and what you can learn from it. We will talk about how you can go about finding shadowing opportunities, how to contact healthcare professionals to ask them about shadowing, the appropriate etiquette to use while shadowing, and how to properly close out the shadowing experience. So, why should you shadow? Shadowing is a great way to get to know more about a health profession. It can be a valuable experience whether you're still exploring health professions or if you've already decided on your health professions path. Shadowing can be a great way for you to understand the field you are going into, explore different fields to see which one is the best fit for you, ask questions and get answers from professionals in that field, and gain immediate exposure to the day-to-day facets of your chosen profession. It is important to also be open to shadowing other health professions given the focus on team-based care in the healthcare field today. So, how do you go about finding shadowing opportunities? There are multiple ways to accomplish this. The three main ways are to work within your own network, join a pre-health professions organization, and reach out to contacts on your own. The easiest way to find shadowing opportunities is to work within your own network by contacting people you already have a connection with. You can ask your relatives, friends, neighbors, and fellow students if they know any healthcare professionals in the field you are interested in and whether they would be willing to let you shadow. Next, ask healthcare professionals you have encountered while volunteering, which is often very effective because you already have an established connection with them. Finally, try asking your family doctor, your pediatrician, your dentist, or any other medical professional who has worked with you if they would be willing to let you shadow. The second way to find shadowing is to join a pre-health organization. This is another great way to find shadowing because many organizations on campus will have shadowing opportunities already set up for their members, or they have health professions contacts for their members to reach out to. A list of pre-health professions organizations can be found on the Health Professions Office website under the Getting Involved tab. You can also check out Horn's link for other organizations. See what kind of shadowing opportunities these organizations offer and if they fit your wants and needs. You can also try reaching out to healthcare professionals through your own research. Look up healthcare professionals online or use LinkedIn to get their contact information. If you want to find contacts to shadow through this method, going to their office would be the most effective because it gives you the opportunity to present yourself professionally. This method is great because it lets you narrow down the profession and specialty of whoever you are interested in shadowing. However, it can also be the most difficult way to get shadowing because you may not get a response. If you cannot meet directly with the healthcare professional you want to shadow, speak to one of their office personnel. So, how exactly should you formulate a shadowing request? Make sure to have an introduction and a resume ready. Practice what you will say or proofread what you will send. Clearly tell whoever you are in contact with that you are seeking shadowing and know about HIPAA regulations. When setting up a schedule for shadowing, know that they are very likely busy and be flexible in your own schedule. Before you shadow them, make sure you have a date, time, and location. If you are calling to make the shadowing request, you want to first introduce yourself. Then, state who referred you and the purpose of your call, which is shadowing. If you are cold calling, then ask if the medical professional has had students shadow before. If you are going in person to ask for shadowing, have an introduction ready and practice it, dress professionally, and have copies of your resume and make a good first impression. If the professional declines your shadowing request, another good way to connect with them is to ask for an informational interview. Describe exactly what that is to the healthcare professional and the topics you might want to touch upon as an alternative way to learn about them and their field. Informational interviews last about 30 minutes. When you've found a shadowing opportunity, make sure to make the most of it. After all, you get out of the experience what you put into it. So be engaging. Actively listen, observe, and ask appropriate questions when you are out of earshot of the patient. You should also keep a journal to track the number of hours you shadowed and write a reflection of your experience. When you first meet the professional, make sure to either dress professionally but comfortably, or ask them ahead of time what type of attire they would prefer. Wear minimal jewelry, turn off or silence your cell phone, and go light on the cologne or perfume if you choose to wear it. Don't forget to wear deodorant and comfortable shoes. Some good questions to ask the healthcare professional you are shadowing would be about their patient interactions, experience in day-to-day schedule, current issues in healthcare, issues that they deal with in their profession, how they manage personal and professional life, what qualities they think are important to being successful in their field, and why they chose to go into that field. These questions will help you build a knowledge of the healthcare field as you pull from what you know about current events and relate it back to the effects it has on the different professions and specialties you shadow. There are also some questions you should ask yourself about what you got out of the experience. You can start with asking, what am I learning from patient interactions? What are the patients teaching me? What am I learning about myself? What am I learning about what it's really like to be a healthcare professional? How are these experiences impacting my decision to pursue this career? Now that you have finished your shadowing experience, you want to make sure that you close it out thoughtfully. Review what you have learned and write it down in your journal. If you are insightful and thorough in your reflections, it will be a huge help by the time you begin writing application essays and speaking in interviews. If possible, request a final meeting with a healthcare professional and thank them for letting you shadow. If you want to shadow more healthcare professionals, ask for referrals and ask if you can use their name when contacting them. Make sure to send a thank you note and keep in touch. Have more questions about approaching shadowing opportunities? Make an appointment to see a health professions coach or drop in to see a health professions peer mentor. Good luck!